Why are we not talking about how fucking sick a 40-hour work week is? I'm so sorry. So you're telling me that I have to wake up at the fucking butt crack of dawn every single day, go and work somewhere that has fluorescent lighting, is cold and uncomfortable for the entirety of the day, and do that 5 times a week? No, like, that's fucking sick.
5 times.
Like, you guys are mentally ill. Like, please get diagnosed.
That's what your parent did for you. And you're like, it's not my human right to do just like my parents because I think the government needs to help us. You didn't take in consideration whenever the government helps you, they're going to tax you more?
What the fuck?
Nobody wants to work anymore. Jeez, nobody wants to work anymore. And what about it? What the fuck about it? No, we don't.
Get a job!
But we live in a society that are teaching kids you have the human right to not enjoy a job. You can say you don't like it and you need to find a job that you like that you can earn money. I don't get time to do the fun stuff. Look at this streamer that fell asleep and the girlfriend was still awake.
Assmouth donated $3. Beck, you are a weirdo fuck up, but you live with trauma and have a good soul. You don't deserve the life you live. Redeem yourself while you can. Please. And go to sleep.
That is a real dono.
All I've really been doing is just kicking it, feeling got the Peter Pan syndrome, you know, don't want to grow up, I want to be a Toys R Us kid, and, you know, if I was like 20 years old, it would be one thing, but just going on too long.
Does my point get across? It's not that you don't identify the issue. We live in a society where people embrace this.
When you're 25, you can be an idiot. It's no problem. Okay, well now you're the same person at 30. It's like people aren't so thrilled about you at that point. It's like, what the hell have you been doing for the last 10 years? Well, I'm just as clueless as I was when I was 22. It's, yeah, but you're not 22. You're an old infant. Right? And that's an ugly thing, an old infant.
Day in the life as a 23-year-old product manager at Meta.
To-do list. Work, workout, vibe. Hey man, certain people have such a privileged life, and if I had all this, or I could say this with confidence when I was 23, I would be super happy and grateful. But my to-do list was work and make her happy. Oh, also, don't hang out with bad people and bad women.
Always journal in the morning. I then do a quick workout routine. I get dressed. I try to look cute every day. Got some food at the office. I make a coffee every single morning. I did some work on the roof. Worked until lunch and then ate up there. Here's me being cute.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
If going to work, you are so comfortable that you have time to be like, hey, I have time to be cute. I mean, look man, you live in a unique generation that's amazing that most people can even comprehend. But at the same time, you live in such a way that it doesn't surprise me that some people want to replicate that.
What the f***? Yo, God damn!
If you look at what TikTok is telling this generation work is, and there was a video that went viral on Twitter the other day out in Silicon Valley where it shows like a Facebook employee, one of the big tech companies. She arrives at work in the morning, she takes a photo of a latte, oh, there's free muffins. She goes over and has the free muffin. It shows her in her TikTok literally doing like 30 seconds of work. Then she's out doing some like pottery making class that work have put on. She comes back to the desk, does another 30 seconds of work. I reflect on the storms that my father went through at work. And I just know so deeply inside of me that there's no way some of these younger Gen Z people could weather such a storm without quitting, doing a long LinkedIn post to criticize their employee, then quitting.
The estimated total pay for a product manager is $196,000 per year, with an average salary of $123 per year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be cute. If your boss sees this, I'm at work to be cute, who? They might even fire you for that because, hey, there's always work.
That's one thing we agree on.
We live in two different realities, but one is disrespected, but we need it way more. But if we treat you too nice and comfortable, most comfortable job right now would be stressful.
How much I hate my frickin' job. It's 11:30 p.m. and I just got home from the gym. And not to mention, I still need to cook, eat, and shower after this, so I won't even be in bed until 1 a.m. I literally work from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. 5 days a week, and sometimes on the weekends too. And not to mention, I'm barely getting paid anything for the hours that I'm putting in. It's crazy to think that if my parents weren't still helping me with my rent, I would literally be living paycheck to paycheck. And that's insane, dude. That's insane. And I literally still have 2 more months of this busy season. I've been working 60-hour weeks and I feel like I'm just going fucking insane because I have no time for anything else. My life lately is literally just wake up, work, eat at my desk, work again, and then gym, and then eat, and then sleep, and then repeat that over for like 5 days straight. And I'm going insane, bro. And I need a change in career so bad.
Okay, you're not going to like this, but number one, go live back with your parents. I know so many people that live with their parents for a very long time and saved enough money to buy an apartment so they don't have to pay very high rent. So the parents don't have to waste their money paying a rent because you wanted to be closer to a specific job, but for some odd reason you're waking up so early only to arrive so late at home after gym, and now you don't have a lot of time.
What's wrong with you?
They seem to want to focus on their phones more than listening and learning. So it's frustrating for me sometimes. Again, not generalizing that all students are like that, but a lot of them are on their phones while I'm talking. And I say, if you need to talk on your phone, you can go outside and talk on your phone.
Are they failing?
No, because of grade inflation. Grade inflation scares me.
What is grade inflation?
They all expect to get A's no matter what. But years ago, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I've been teaching for almost 40 years, and I feel a lot of pressure on myself to give the students at least a C, even if they're not doing the adequate amount of work.
So they get out of that world thinking, hey, I can be comfortable doing less, but they still have the human right to tell you, hey, you have to better give me an A because or you're abusing. So we're creating a bomb, we're sending them out, and then suddenly they come meet me.
Oh, I'm beating your ass.
This video of this girl balancing her budget from her job, and I think like her pay, like her salary is like $75,000. In the video, she said that she her statement for her credit card was like $2,100, and at the end of her balancing out her whole like spreadsheet, she was in negative $200 for the next 2 weeks. A lot of people be wondering how people be affording all these designer things, yada yada yada. A lot of them are just simply swiping that fucking credit card.
But I kind of use it like a debit card, you know, because debit removes it immediately at the end of the month.
A lot of people are literally just living in fucking debt. Big debts.
I pushed him pretty far.
And the idea that certain people just swipe, I can pay it later.
Did you maybe push too far?
Are you questioning me?
The bank always calls me, hey man, you seem to be good. You can get 15,000. I'm like, yeah, for emergency, but life is great.
I will never be able to afford a house.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The problem is most people don't want to afford it. And it's a hard reality. There's a lot of mortgage assistance programs out there. A lot of them will cover your down payment, and most sellers are okay with paying closing costs. I bought my house 5 years ago for $130,000. Payment on it was like $650 a month. So I understand I bought mine a while ago, but we're in the process of buying another one as we speak. A lot of people's issue with buying a house right now is they don't know how to manage their money, and they don't know how to not spend money recklessly. An example, going out to eat. I have 4 children and a wife, so going out to eat is very expensive. It's like $60 every time we go out and eat, which is $10 a person. So say we go out and eat for lunch and dinner, and we do that all week long. That's $1,000. Damn, throw some spaghetti in the pot and eat it for 2 or 3 days, man. It's not that big a deal. Food needs to quit being romanticized. It's to keep you alive. It doesn't have to be the next biggest and greatest thing every time you get something to eat. It's to keep you alive. If you hear about our grandparents that had all this nice shit that they're all griping about, You know what they ate every day? They ate sandwiches and beans and cornbread. And you don't have to have a huge, gigantic house for your first house. Quit watching TikTok and all this nice shit that everybody has because they make a lot more money than you do. If you make $15 an hour, you're not going to get a $300,000 house. It's just not going to happen. The bank won't even loan you the money on it. Buy you a little starter home, do a little work to it, sell it, then you can go buy a nice house. People are bitching about not being able to afford a house, but you'll afford a $400 to $800 a month car payment. Buy you like a cheap Toyota Corolla in cash and drive it until it explodes. You can have anything you want and you can afford anything you want if you put your mind to it and you manage your money. You will never be able to move up in life with that kind of mentality about whining and complaining that the way the world is the reason why you can't afford anything nice. People are hiring left and right. Get you a good resume, go get you a decent job. There's side hustles everywhere. There's plenty of money to be made out here. Go out and make some fucking money. This girl was like, my parents bought a house back in 1995 that was $195,000 and da-da-da-da-da. I'll never be able to have something like that. That was a lot of damn money back in 1995. It wasn't just like chump change. Your parents made good money back then. They probably make even better money now. Guys, it's been way worse than this back in history and we've still came out on top. I hate to sound like a boomer because I'm not, but man, quit fucking complaining and go out and get it. You're not going to be able to see your family as much. You're not going to be able to see your kids as much, but if you want to give them a better life and make better money, go out and fucking do it. Otherwise, stay where you're at, accept it, and quit complaining about it.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
I asked my father how much did a sandwich cost on Curacao back in the day. He told me 10 cents.
Oh, man.
I'm like, what? And when I had to buy it, it was like almost $2. Now a sandwich, woo, you might be 5, 7. Even if you want to compare the money from back in the day, the price is way different. The house just costed, no.
You're a victim.
I mean, if you look at this guy, if he has 4 kids and you see the house in the background, I don't think it's the best of the houses. But a lot of people would say, oh, you're going to buy a second house? Oh, I think your parents are helping you because it's impossible that you have 4 kids and, well, we're eating macaroni every day. That's, oh my God, I would die if I had to live like that. I need this, I need to vibe.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Dur loqueta verdeta welcome.